Forgot to start my other stuff. Boom. Holy shit. My game actually started on the right setting. Let's go. Alright, we got an hour. Let's fucking finish this game. I probably won't finish it tonight because it looks like there's a lot of quests in and the Rebirth base, but we can get some good prog tonight. I'm sad that we didn't find power armor. Wait, unless it's in here? Yo! I didn't see these last night. Oh, let me make sure I can hear my own voice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. Test, 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 hello. Test, 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 hello. Yeah, we're good. Alright, God, I hate that I can't, push W. This is the worst part of this mod, is not being able to use W. I really hope I can use W on the Fallout 2 restoration project thing. I'm gonna be kind of upset if you can't. It's just like it's such a simple quality of life thing that makes such a huge fucking difference. Come on, power armor. 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 God damn it. Why do we suck, dude? Why? I mean, I'll take that. Oh my god, this place is gonna be rough to get through. I can already tell. What's back here? Can we get in here without getting attacked? Oh shit! We saved with lockpicking. Okay, that's fine, whatever. We needed it anyways. Wait, the electronic lock on the door is sealed. It is impossible to open. Can I force it? It's not possible to pry open the door. There's no space to fit the crowbar. I like how it specifies why there's no space to. The uranium nuclear reactor service. Alright, I don't see any power armor anywhere. I think it's probably gonna be in the main guys, either in here. I don't understand why I can't go in there. Whatever. Let's just go back and we'll start doing all the quests. I guess we're just not gonna get power armor anytime soon for our last person. Super fucking annoying, but whatever. No, it's fine. Let's make us work for it, I guess. It's probably it could be in this guy's thing. I don't know. It's probably downstairs or in that guy's thing. I don't see anywhere else to what's in here. Actually don't want that antidote. It's just 3 pounds that I don't need. You shouldn't be here on this level, Fergus. If you're Fergus at all, because I'd say it probably still is card. Damn. No fucking way! Holy shit, I got chopped in half. Oh my god, we haven't. Wait, we did save. Okay, that's fine. Kind of. I clicked on the wrong one. I couldn't remember what his thing was, what his name was. Richard? God damn, thank you. Anything in here? Oh, or it could be in here too, I suppose. We didn't, was there anything else? This place is fucking huge. Holy shit. This is ridiculous. Okay, let's just take it one. Let's take it one floor at a time. Let's take it one floor at a time. We'll take it one floor at a time. I'm sure we'll come across some power armor someday, possibly, maybe. Why do we have so much weight? Oh, it's because we brought a fuck ton of energy weapons here. How much does this do? 35 to 70 compared to 45 to 80. So this is less range, but more damage. A tiny bit more damage. This one uses 3, this one uses 4. The turbo plasma rifle is way better. Because I could probably do like an extra shot with this too. Let's use the turbo plasma rifle. I'm surprised that we didn't need to upgrade a plasma rifle. We just straight up got it. Can you actually carry either one of these? Maybe these are better. I mean, how much? Hold on. I don't know if these big guns are energy weapons, so I have no clue. A minimum strength 6, minimum strength 8. I think she has 8 strength right now. Let's see if she'll put either one on. I'm curious to see if she'll use either one. Do you want to wear either of these? Nope, she likes the alien blaster. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Let's go put some of these weapons away before we start doing quests in here. I don't think we're gonna get any more levels. Oh fuck, I should have saved. Okay, let's put... I don't think we should carry around the plasma cannon. Though I really want to use it just for the fact that it's not really a weapon that we usually use. But nah, it's fine. Wait, how much does each weigh? I didn't think about that. Hold on. Let me see how much these weigh. 35 and 19? What the fuck? Oh, it's because this is meant for vehicles. Never mind. It weighs way too much. Then, do we still want the minigun, though? How much ammo do we have for this minigun? We still have a lot. Let's hold on to the minigun. We'll deposit these and this and this. We'll keep the cards. We don't really need any of these anymore. No, we don't need any of them right now. Fuck, there's no space left. Let's put stuff away here. Huh? Oh my god. Is this one empty? There we go. I don't know what this super toolkit is for, if it's even for anything. We'll do 100 shots. Oh, there we go. We have a lot of minigun ammo. Do we even need this anymore? Probably not. Plasma. Let's put away like 4. That's probably good. 210? Still a lot, but... Okay, let's go. Let's go! Let's go! Okay, sorry, I had to reply back to the message. You guys aren't holding anything you don't need, right? What happened to the anti-materia rifle? Wait, are you holding on to it? Hold on. Oh, she is, okay. Whenever she's ready to use it, I just gotta switch, I gotta give her buff out so she can actually wear it, unless I find power armor, which I'm not sure if I'm ever will. Okay, let's go back. Let's finish this game. Let's bake this bread. Let us bake it. Big bakes. Fuck, we never found coal. God damn it, dude. I may, I may, I may try to look tomorrow. Maybe I'll look tomorrow. There's a for somebody showed me a thread like from the Russian like forum for this game, for this mod, and they supposedly have a walkthrough. But I haven't like looked through it very much. It's not in here, is it? No. Let's make sure we talk to everyone as well, just in case any of these guys say anything. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Shit. Sorry, I didn't mean to start combat. Nothing, nothing. Did I talk to you already? Yes, you can't see through their power armor visor, but it's clear he didn't even look at you. You mentioned caravan ambushes. Why do that? Supplies. Why else? Apart from all kinds of useless stuff. Let me pause this video. They also transport food and water, and it's always wise to have sufficient supplies of those. If we're lucky, we run into a caravan transporting weapons, and most importantly, this way we can restrict the supply of Albuquerque. We don't catch many normals from the caravans. They defend them very aggressively, so we usually have to shoot them. I'm not sure the profit from caravans is high enough to justify acting like filthy raiders. Should I say this? I don't think I saved. Let me say. I want to say this, but I want to say it first in case he gets mad at me. Not mad at me. You dare to question the decision of the command, even the savior himself? Who are you really? Only now does he look at you properly. I'm gonna load here. Tell me about Albuquerque. A city full of normals who managed to escape from us, though some of them are normals originally from a vault there, perfect donors for using Rebirth, and most importantly, it's the main base of the mutant hunters. They must be destroyed first before they destroy us. How come Albuquerque is still resisting? I have personally led 2 attacks against the city, but it always resisted. We underestimated them in our first attack. The Vault Dwellers had the advantage of advanced weapons. During the second attack, the hunters had already set up their base there. We knew that, though we charged with tremendous force, managed to get into the city, but they fended us off. I won't allow that to happen the third time. Nothing will stop us. Whatever the losses, Albuquerque will eventually fall. Whatever the cost? Yes, Albuquerque must fall. I've made the mistake of minding the losses once. We had a good chance of prevailing with the second attack, but we would have paid with great losses to our side, so I commanded a retreat. The savior said I should finish the attack, and as usually, he was right. All my men were willing to die for our causes. They would have done so without hesitation. Moreover, the hunters are still out there, so our losses have possibly been even greater. Did the savior really say that? From the moment we found out about the hunters and their establishment of a camp in Albuquerque, the Savior insisted on a second attack as soon as we gather enough force. Even then he must have comprehended the threat the mutant hunters represented. What's your approach against Albuquerque at present? We're trying to isolate the city and prevent new people in caravans from entering. We catch normals who wander too far from it, but that usually means we get into fights with mutant hunters. Why are you asking all these things? You don't know about them. You're not supposed to. You're not supposed to. Stop wasting my time. Okay, I was just interested in. Just interested. Only now. Oh, fuck. Okay, so let's just. I want to ask her about. I want to ask them about that, but I just don't want to go that far. For the cost. Boom. Boom. Okay, so we can't ask. Wait, wait, wait. And how about catching normals? How's that going? What? Are you impatient? You will have to wait for the day of rebirth. There are many new people joining us. Despite that, we managed to catch a large number of normals, with the exception of insignificant local tribes. Albuquerque is the only place left standing. Once we take care of it, we continue north. What about the local tribes? We have taken care of the largest settlement long ago. Now all that remains are small groups hiding in the caves in similar places. If our troops run into such group, they naturally apprehend them, but it's not viable to search them. The savages have a high level of radiation. And how successful have you been in searching for pre-war technologies? Thanks to the cooperation between Vault-Tec and the Army, we managed to retrieve from local records the locations of several military objects in this area. We successfully reclaimed all functional equipment. Two objects were already empty. My bet is they were cleaned out by the mutant hunters. Why search for more technologies when you have this complex? Any technological advantage, especially when it comes to arms, can bring us closer to the day of rebirth. If you intend to subject me to more stupid questions, I suggest you leave. I'd like to ask about catching normals. Any developments about the 13th? She was heading to the northwest the whole time, but something's changed recently. According to reports, she's turned around. She's even visiting cities. She would avoid them before. I suspect she aims to destroy us, maybe by working with the mutant hunters. She's capable of such things. Tell me something about the 13th. I knew her personally, not particularly well though. She was one of the many under my command, but she was capable and devoted warrior. She's still highly skilled and experienced. She's been successful in avoiding us so far. Thanks for your time. Let me save here again. Oh, that's basically it. Okay, we got through all of it. Okay, he doesn't say anything. You don't have anything I can steal, do you? I mean, sure. Fuck. I don't know why I did just load right away. That was stupid. Easy. I already went through all of these, right? Okay, we're good. I don't think anybody else says anything. There's nothing in there. These guys don't talk. Let's check in here. Do you guys talk? Nothing, 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 nothing. This is probably just for the... Oh, never mind. You don't even say anything. How about this computer? Oh, what's this? Public terminal. Welcome. Here there are publicly accessible records available, both actual and from the times before the Great War. However, some are intended exclusively for Pip-Boy download. If you have questions about the rebirth itself, look for Leonard, who will be happy to provide answers. And remember that the day of the rebirth will come after everybody. Download the file Vault-Tec Biological Research Complex, New Mexico to Pip-Boy. Download the file Ultra Stimpack Project to Pip-Boy. Watch the video of the 13th rebirth? Starting the video. Oh, I thought it was going to be an actual video. Goddamn. Okay, so this is my own rebirth. Let's see it. You see ghouls in robes bringing in a naked woman. She's marked by radiation. But what is even more apparent is that her body underwent a series of extensive surgeries. You recognize yourself. Everything's very familiar to you. You recall some pieces of memories which mix with the record you're watching. You approach the machine, accompanied by some scientists. You're not able to take your eyes off of it. You don't mind that you're naked. You feel incredibly proud and happy. These ghouls led the woman to the machine, standing her up on a marked spot and fasten her to a supporting structure. They encircle her legs and waist with some robust steel handle. You feel three giant needles entering your back, but since they gave you a lot of sedatives, it doesn't hurt. They will inject your body with a few substances unknown to you, pure blood and a few more sedatives. The fastening ends. Everybody steps back to a safe distance from the machine. In the middle, there's a woman standing, fastened so she won't fall, even if she loses consciousness. The machine starts to rumble together with three huge electric racks positioned around it. They take a long time to charge, coupled with an increasing amount of noise and electric flashes. Finally, the electricity discharges in huge beams from all rocks straight into the main machine. It shines with bright blue light with increasing intensity. There is only a silhouette of a woman to be seen with arms opened wide above the head, eventually fading away in the light. You feel a great noise as if it were tangible. You don't see anything but bright blue light. It's uncomfortable. You want to close your eyes, but it's impossible. You're starting to feel the pain, escalating despite the sedatives until you can't take it anymore. You're screaming in pain. The immense noise of the machine doesn't allow anybody to hear the screams of the woman inside. However, it doesn't take very long. The light and the noise fade away until the machine stops completely. The handles release automatically, and the woman falls on her knees. A couple of ghouls rush to her and capture her. You're waking up, you're standing to perceive very slowly. You feel them lifting you up and supporting you. You notice your left hand, it looks normal. You twist it in disbelief and stare at it. The same with your right hand, and you clench them both into a fist and release. The woman is starting staring at her hands and slowly leaves an escort. It's obvious that her body is healthy now, without any mutations or scars. All the people around her are clapping and cheering. You barely notice anything around you. As you walk, you're observing various parts of your body, the ones that you can see. You can't get enough of that look. It's so beautiful. Oh, 500 experience. It can be seen that somebody covered the woman with a cape before they completely disappear from the scene. The clapping and the cheering can still be heard. Back to the main menu. Go to the administrator menu. Telnet 4.1 welcomes you. Login, Leonard. Password. Hack the access. Successful. Register a new person. Enter a name Max. Standard authorization for yellow 2 for max registered. Allocate authorization for yellow 3. It's not possible to allocate authorization. The person is not registered for the required time and does not have a required assignment. Try to bypass security. Authorization for 3 yellow max granted. Allocate scientific type authorization with access to red. You're not allowed. Bypass. Scientific type assignment and authorization for red 5 from max granted. The access card will be issued by Fergus in the research lab on yellow 3. Allocate additional gear. It's not possible. Try to bypass. Attempt to gain unauthorized access detected. Activating alarm. Damn, I fucking... God damn, I got too greedy. The greed. Okay, at least we know how far we can get. That's fine, that's fine. That's really cool though. I like that they have little things like that. That's pretty neat. Okay, so we'll do this. We're gonna do this and this and this and this, and that's all we can do. Okay, we got 1,500 experience for that. That's pretty cool. We have so much shit to read, dude. Holy fuck, look at this. I've never seen so many data entries in one Pip-Boy, like on Fallout Classic game. This is a small mod. I love how packed this mod is. It's so packed full of quests and lore and data. It's crazy. It's good shit. I like it. I will read all of it before the end of the game. It's just really late right now. You must be I think I've already gone through all of this, haven't I? Is this what you say every time? It's not. Okay, I gotta read it again. You must be near around here. That means you came to the right place. My name is Leonard, and my duties include welcoming any newcomers. Can a ghoul be returned back? Okay, I do remember saying this. How is it possible? How come all you see are ghouls here in this complex? There's a machine that can do it. It was developed by scientists just before the war. Okay, I remember him saying that. Can you tell me more about the machine? Oh, that's right. I like went through his intro, but I never went through the rest of the options. I'm sorry, but technology isn't exactly my thing. And besides, the machine and all the know-how are very carefully protected. After all, it's the most important thing we have. It's the reason for us being here. It is our hope. There's no chance to at least see it? You mean in person? Well, if you have an advanced scientific or technological skill, then after you're cleared, you might be lucky enough to work on the fifth floor where the machine is located. I haven't seen it myself, but more delightful for me was seeing it on a screen working during an annual Rebirth broadcast. After all, we'll all get to see it one day. Not only that, we'll even enter the machine in order to become as we once were as we were born. I'd like to see that. When's the next rebirth? The rebirth process has been put on hold because of the traitor, the 13th. Currently, the last reborn, she left us, and her treachery put us all in jeopardy. That is why our efforts now mainly concentrate on her capture. But there are records of her rebirth here on the computer, so you can have a look. Even this tremendous gift has been bestowed onto an undeserving person. It's still a marvel to watch the machine at work. Tell me about her treachery. She used to be a good soldier, courageously fighting for the rebirth, but her own rebirth got into her head. All of a sudden, she thought she was better than us because, unlike the rest of us, she was cured. Her leaving present at risk for us by itself. We have many enemies out there, as you surely know, and if they learn about the machine, it'll only make things worse for us. The worst thing is that she's conspiring against us and wants to destroy us. I just can't fathom that. She must be crazy. So what normally happens with the reborn? It's obvious that letting them outside would be too much of a risk, and so they continue serving the rebirth within the walls of the complex. They pass on their old duties to the others while assuming new, more honorable duties themselves that must that most of us aren't even allowed to know about, and thus it shall be until the day of rebirth for all of us to come. How come there's only one rebirth person here then? Tell me about the treason of 13th. Okay, I've already asked him that. Annual rebirth process. The annual rebirth is broadcasted throughout the complex. All those present observe as the chosen individual enters the machine where he or she becomes a healthy, normal human being again. Everybody else then watches the recording. I think there isn't anyone who wouldn't watch something so miraculous. You can also watch the recording of the last rebirth is here on the computer. Each time is joyful occasion for all of us. It helps to preserve our hope and faith that all of that is actually possible. I'd like to see that one's the next rebirth. I've already asked him that. Would you like to answer the questions? Wait, why wait instead of conducting regular rebirths? Who is to be reborn and who is to wait? Can you even decide anything like that in a just manner? It wouldn't be right to cure some while others have to keep suffering. When the right day comes, it'll bring rebirth for all. If you can't believe that, at least believe that if the people who are fighting us knew that there were pure humans among us, it would rouse too many questions and suspicions until they finally find out what is we're trying to do here, and that would be an impulse for them to redouble their efforts to destroy us and their hatred. But how long will it take? As long as it's necessary. Many people have suffered because of the war and its consequences, and they all crave being as they were before, as they were. There were more and more arriving every day. News of us spread throughout the wasteland. It reaches further every day. On the contrary, there's still too few healthy humans available who would be suitable for the operations. But that shall not hinder us. After all, as our numbers increase, so do our possibilities. Suitable for operations? What are you talking about? Unfortunately, I'm talking about people, those without radiation burns, healthy, non-mutated people. The machine regenerates, renews, you could say it revitalizes, but it doesn't create anything. Before entering the machine, one has to undergo operations which replace their organs that are too damaged with new ones and missing muscle with new muscle. And for that, we need humans, those that reject and try to exterminate us, to help us at least in this albeit involuntary way. And you think that all of this is right? No, I don't. It truly isn't right, but just like it isn't right that we're suffering without reason, and neither is it right that those luckier than us are damning us on an account of our suffering. If humans don't want to respect us, we can't respect them. Once we're all reborn, hopefully we'll be better people than they were. We'll live knowing others had to pay for our lives and knowing how it felt to be a ghoul. Perhaps we'll be more tolerant to each other and everybody else too. Who's in charge here? We call him the Savior because that's what he signifies to us. I'm gonna click. He was the first of the reborn, the man who discovered this complex and started the rebirth. He's a holy man. How did all this start? Driven by his will to become a normal human again, he discovered this place in the machine within. His determination was such that he operated on himself, implanting healthy organs and flesh that were stored here for experimental purposes. Then he entered the machine and has been reborn. The Savior has satisfied his will, but his determination was unabated. He wanted everyone to be able to enjoy the same rebirth, those who want and need to. So when other ghouls come here, he started what would fulfill his greater purpose, the rebirth. He operated on himself? That sounds unbelievable. Yeah, it sounds unbelievable, but it's true. It just proves how great his determination and strength of will are. He leaves no room for doubt that the day of rebirth for all of us will one day come. Did you really call him a holy man? The Savior wants rebirth for all of us. His entire soul is dedicated to his goal, and he's able to reach it too. What else would you call him? But you don't believe he's a god or something like that, right? But there are those here who almost worship him as such. Don't you underestimate huh? Don't you understand he achieved the unachievable? You know yourself how it is to be a ghoul. You suffer the pains of your body. You are burdened by memories of loved ones long ago or long gone, and the world hates you for all that without good reason, and your life is many times longer than it should be, perhaps so you can enjoy your suffering to its full extent. No wonder someone like that isn't capable of believing in something better, in any happier future, and loses all hope. But in spite of that, the Savior has given us hope, real tangible hope, and and he personifies that hope perfectly. Whether he's a man or a god is irrelevant. We can never revere him the way he would deserve. How did he start all this? Can I meet him? Meeting the Savior in person, his eyes turned dreamy for a moment. That's what everyone here would wish for, but only a few are granted their wish. He dedicates all of his time to realizing the day of rebirth for all of us, and we bless him for it. I believe that on the day when we all enter the machine, it shall be he who supervises the process, and we'll all meet him at least once in our lives. Um, Let me save because he's talked a lot in case I fuck something else up. Okay, next. What exactly is this place? This used to be a research complex for Vault-Tec, the company that built vaults. Among other things, the main focus of research here was biology, which is why they made the machine that's our salvation. According to records, the complex was sealed when the missiles were fired, and so is fully preserved. What about the people who worked here? I don't like to think about that. You know, the automatic sealing of the complex meant death for all of them. After the sealing, a nerve agent was released into the air that that killed everyone. So that's why I'm glad I wasn't among the first arrivals here, because I didn't have to look at corridors full of dead bodies. That's how Vault-Tec worked. The equipment was more valuable to them than the people who, if sealed in here, could have damaged it. It's strange. There are those among us who are irradiated because of poor vault construction, and the company that caused their suffering at the same time developed a machine which can save them. Okay, so there was an automatic seal that happened, and the first people that arrived here were killed because of the nerve agent when it was sealed and like some type of gas released. Okay, I got it. How do we get to other floors? New arrivals are only authorized to be present on this floor. After I register in our system, you'll be authorized to access the second floor. Access to other floor depends on the requirements of your assignment. So you let in pretty much anyone, letting them come and go as they please. There hasn't been a ghoul yet who would want to leave. This place is a real hope for a better life. Sooner or later, everyone sees that. I also doubted, and for a long time, I was bored before the war, and I experienced much evil. When I saw what was happening here and heard about the Savior, that was perhaps the first time since the war I felt genuinely happy. Sign me up. Gladly. Kindly tell me the name you gave to the guard at the entrance. I think if I say this, then he just attacks me. You already registered me. Really? I still don't remember you, but I guess it's possible. There are still so many newcomers here, and I can't remember everyone. So, do you have any other questions? Why is everyone wearing that talisman? It's our sign, the sign of rebirth. Each one of us has it to remind us of the duty to act so that we bring us closer to the day of rebirth, and also the gift of being able to partake in the day. Actually, the sign itself detonates biohazard, which very few know today. But as such, it's all over the place. Whoever among us looks upon it, regardless of how far they might be, remembers this place and the machine that shall cure us all in one day. How do I get to the other floors? Okay, that's it. That's all he says. Let's move on. Okay, so that's basically everyone here. We can go to the next floor now, unless you say something. We're new around here. Got a couple questions regarding security rules. How many levels does this complex have? 6, but as a newbie, you've got access to only up to the second level, where the canteen, infirmary, and rooms for relaxing are located. You gain access to the third level only if you have some job allocated that requires it. Besides various technicians, it's also us guards and soldiers because the storeroom is located there. And only those with thorough background checks who served the rebirth for several years can gain access to the red levels, and even to Blue 6. Scientific research is conducted there, and most importantly, the machine of the rebirth and the savior are there. What scientific research? Upgrading the process of rebirth, so we don't need to. so many normals as donors, and the preparations for the day of rebirth for all of us, and I don't know what else. I've never been there. I have authorization only as far as Yellow 3. I have to wait several years. Is that so? Exactly. On red levels, you can encounter a lot of those who found this complex shortly after the Savior. If you possess vast knowledge of some useful scientific field, the process is much faster. If you're already registered into the system, Leonard surely asked you about it. What kind of scientific research is conducted on those levels? I've already asked him that. Just tell my name, that's it. Yeah, for yellow levels. For red levels, you have to have an access card, but as a newbie, you don't have to worry about that for a long time. You don't do anything else besides guarding the elevator? Everyone serves their rebirth the best way they can, so the day of rebirth for all can come sooner, but the guards take turns. Sometimes I serve elsewhere outside. Outside? Exactly. We guard large portions of land so that no normal will find this complex, even by accident. We barely find any normals these days. We mostly meet other ghouls that heard about the rebirth and went looking for it, so we show them the way to the complex. Sometimes we come across various types of wildlife. Just recently, I took down a big death club. I used a whole cell in the magazine of my rifle to kill the beast. Crazy. How many levels does this complex have? Oh, I've already asked him that. For several years that long? Yeah, okay, I've asked him that already. Already registered. Let me save. I want to see if the max name worked. You can pass. Great. Alright, level 2. To the canteen. This is for hacking the security bots. These guys don't say anything. This guy says, "Hi, I'm Mimi. If you need something, I think you should talk to someone else. Me and Renee are quite new here, so we don't really know how things work around here. How'd you get here?" Mimi sighs. It's not a very cheerful story. We suffered a great deal on our way here. We had to flee Sedet, which had been our home for years, like we were some kind of criminals. We were helped by a stranger. She arranged a caravan we were allowed to join secretly, but our paths soon went different ways, so we had to continue on our own. That's when the worst part of the journey begun. Our friend Yvette was torn apart by a pack of wild dogs, and Renee was badly wounded by rat scorpions. He would have died, but a rebirth patrol saved us in the last moment. They led us here afterwards. A sad story. What's your impression of the rebirth so far? Maybe it's me, Ambrix. I'm sorry about this, but oh yeah, yeah, yeah. This is fucking this is the guys from Falcons whatever. Yeah, we're the ones that help these guys. What's your impression of the rebirth so far? I think they're doing the right thing here. Ghouls have been suffering for too long. I know many people will die because of this, but is there another option for us? Dying will be those who attack us themselves. Anyways, this work must continue. What do you think about the 13th anyways? Mimi doesn't know what to say for a while. I don't think she's as bad as everybody says, but what she did was horrible. She betrayed all ghouls. She wanted to take away from them a chance for a better life, and it seems like she's still trying. She must be stopped until that happens. We ghouls won't be able to reach our goal. Reveal your face. Despite what she did for you, you know I'm her, right? She makes a scarred face. Ah, you have to surrender. Don't you understand what danger you present to the whole rebirth? You're not that evil. The Savior will spare you if you surrender to him now. I'm sorry, Mimi, I can't do that. You haven't given me another option. She turns away from me. Guards, she's here. The 13th's here. What? She gave me away even though I saved her? What a beezy. What a straight up beezy. Okay, well, we'll still go through her dialogue, but I'm not going to reveal myself, obviously. Yeah, I did not realize that was Mimi. Okay, great. Does this computer do anything? Oh, there's a locker over here. Ah, it doesn't have anything. I know that this guy talked, I believe. Let's talk to him. Oh no, it's somebody. I think it's this guy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm sorry, but this room will stay occupied for a few more days. Who are you? My name's Daryl. Look, I'd be happy to chat with you, but I'm supposed to stay calm, undisturbed, doctor's orders. What do you do when you're not resting in this room? You've never heard anything about me? That's kind of refreshing. You must be new around here. I'm the commander of the most successful task force of the Rebirth. At least they say so. What kinds of situations has your unit gone through? We participated in almost everything, including hunting for normals and securing pre-war technologies, but for the last few months we've been moving around as close as possible to Albuquerque. We were securing some intel about the city and ambushing small units of mutant hunters that moved away far from protection of the city. We managed to kill some hunters than anybody else, and that's probably the reason I became somewhat famous around here. I'm sure you hope for I'm sure you're happy to be so famous. What of it? I just served the rebirth, just like everybody else, doing what I do best, but it looks like it's still not good enough. What do you mean? Does it have something to do with your being here? Yeah, I'm recovering from an injury, but I prefer not to speak about it. Try to understand. If it's something that troubles you, it'll be better if you open up to someone. You'll get it out of your system. You'll be relieved. I guess you're right. It's about the last mission. We found a caravan going to Albuquerque, and we soon learned that it was full of weapons from mutant hunters. Normally it would be a winner, but only if said caravan wasn't guarded by hunters themselves. Not only were they traveling with caravans, but one unit that we didn't know about was kept back as a backup. So when we attacked, we got ourselves into the crossfire. It was pretty bad. I had to give an order to retreat. Half of my men bit the dust there. We were lucky they didn't pursue us. They would probably just finish us all off. I guess they didn't want to leave the caravan. I myself got quite a few bullets in me. So many that even the power armor didn't help much. Damn. Yeah, exactly. If only I held on with the attack and did the proper recon, we could have noticed that the hunter backup unit, but I was in a hurry. I was worried that the caravan would get too close to the city where there could be more hunters. My men paid for it, and I got a couple of reminders for that stupidity. Will you be alright? I'm healthy, ready to get back to combat. Even my power armor is allegedly repaired, but the doctor insists that I should rest for a couple more days, so I stay here until it gives me permission to go. And then what? I want to start to hunt the 13th with my unit. Nobody managed to. One second. Um, with my unit, nobody managed to catch her. Now she's too big of a threat for us to let us stay that way. I asked for this mission before, but Trammell wouldn't pull us out because we know the lands around Albuquerque well, and we've been successfully there. Now I'll be able to make up for my mistake in case we're successful. Yeah, this guy really quick. What makes her so dangerous? She's alone. What can she do? She knows everything about the rebirth. It would be enough if she tells what she knows to someone who hates us. Let's say the hunters, in the worst case. Not only would they go after us more fanatically and would recruit even more people knowing about the machine, but they could learn from her the location of this complex, which we managed to keep secret so far. We just can't let her be. We need to get her. I see, I get it. No offense, it was nice talking to you, but you should really go now. If the doctor sees you here, we'll both be in trouble. Why are you here and not in the infirmary? The infirmary's crowded, and I don't need constant medical care anymore. I'm practically healthy. Well, at least according to my opinion, but I'm not a doctor, so it's not my decision. I see, take care then. Okay, I mean, the guy gave us a lot of info, I suppose. Do you say anything else, though? He does not. Okay. There's something down here? It's just a robot. Okay. Do you guys talk? Nope. Let's talk to people in here first, and then we'll head over to the canteen. Do you talk? Nothing? What's your problem? Problem? Ah, newbie, what else? I'm Jess. I'm a doctor, and I'm the head of this infirmary, so excuse me if I pay more attention to the patients in need than to you. Do you usually have a lot of wounded here? Of course, those people here aren't doctors bumming around. They're wounded. I can't catch a break, even for a while. The infirmary's full. I have to stare some patients in their rooms. Stare? I have to store some patients in their rooms on this floor. What do you treat here generally? Whatever you can think of, newbies. Newbies often carry some exotic illness, contagious of course, and we got all kinds of wounds here. Soldiers fight not only normals, but all kinds of beasts that want to eat them for dinner as well. Yeah, I spoke with Daryl. He should be resting, undisturbed, damn it. It's more than enough that Bonehead would love to go straight back to the combat. He just doesn't realize that in his current state, one wrong move or badly timed jump and some wound could open up, which could cost him his life in combat. What do you? I'm interested in medical examinations of reborn ones. Who isn't? But the scientists on the red levels are the ones who take care of that. I don't have access to the examination files, let alone to examine them myself. So if there was something wrong with them, you wouldn't know. What should be wrong with them? If there were some problems, they would without a doubt tell us. The reborn ones are under strong protection and control, and even that wasn't enough. As was shown to us by the 13th, the machine doesn't work properly and they can easily keep that secret this way. Oh, I should probably not say that, right? Let's do the other options first and then I'll say that last. How do you, a doctor, cope with all that goes around here to kill one so others might live? Every normal lives at the expense of some ghoul. We're just turning it around, and I'm glad that normals must die. No, but and I glad am I glad that normals must die? No, but I certainly don't feel sorry for them. What do you mean? Some of those that didn't die had to become ghouls so others could live happily. Some lived in badly constructed vaults, while others lived in a vault where there was enough money during its construction. Where there was enough money during its construction. A lot of people turned to ghouls when they had to explore irradiated locations for the good of the whole community. Others had to leave their living space for normals who were strong enough to expel them, and I could go on like this forever. All these big heads from Vault 16 live happily only thanks to the fact that the hunters are killing everybody who's a little bit different from them. Why do I have a feeling that you got personal experience with it? How did you become a ghoul? That's none of your business. I don't want to talk about it. Please, I'm trying to help understand it all and accept it. Maybe your story could help me. If it would truly help you, okay, then here you go. I was born in Vault 16 and became a doctor there. That's right, in that vault under Albuquerque. They started to talk about populating the surface, so parties were sent to explore the nearby and distant surroundings. I was part of one of them. What happened? We were set to explore an irradiated location, but of course we took Radix prior to that. But at one point, we got knocked by geckos. I saw how a couple of them knocked down a man and started to feast on him. And in a moment, myself was in a, and in a moment, I myself was lying down, feeling claws and teeth all over me. Then there were gunshots. Before I completely lost consciousness, I saw the rest of our party running, while constantly shooting, and all the geckos chasing them. Are you mad at them for letting you behind? Leaving you behind? No, not because of that. They were in danger and they thought that I was dead. They couldn't act differently. When I woke up, I was glad that I wasn't being eaten by any animals, but it was immediately clear to me that the effect of Radix had worn off a long time ago, and I was getting huge doses of radiation. Sadly, I was wounded in such a way that I wasn't able to move from that place. I was trying to heal myself and ate whatever little I had with me. I don't know how long it took, but it could be 2 weeks or it could be 4, but I already started to notice changes that radiation caused to me. What happened next? When I finally gathered enough strength after a few days, I crawled to the vault door, and they didn't let me in for the safety of the vault. Supposedly, they couldn't risk radiation. Not only did they turn me down, but they expelled me after everything I've done for the vault. They couldn't act in any other another way. They could have at least tried. It would help me somehow, but those hypocrites didn't even think about it. The only thing I saw was a closed door of the vault, and when I had been standing there for quite some time, a vault they told me via intercom that if the next group coming out of the vault saw me there, they'd shoot me. I once saved the life of the guy who was telling me that. So there you go. I'm a ghoul and I'm here because of the inhabitants of Vault 16 didn't want to risk their pure lives. Think about it. I got to work. Let her work. Okay. Well, that makes sense. Let's see. More questions. I need something from you. Medical supplies? What do you think? That I just give away stim packs to anyone who asks? Everybody gets as much supplies, and this doesn't only apply to medical ones, as they need from Dave on Yellow. Don't ask me who's in charge of that because I don't know. Is it just me, or do you feel that you don't get enough supplies? Fortunately, we got enough supplies. Nobody would leave our wounded soldiers without retreatment, but they could allocate them to me in greater quantities at the time, so I don't have to run to the third level so often. The next batch of supplies is waiting there for me, and I surely won't have time to go get them for a while. Okay, let me save one more time, and then I'm gonna say that one thing that we didn't say earlier, because I know that she's gonna get mad at us, probably, maybe. Or he. Wait, am I not able to say that anymore? Oh, I'm not able to say that anymore. Okay, let me load to the one before. I just want to see what happens if I say that. So if there was something wrong, okay, never mind. That's utter nonsense. It seems you need treatment. I'll give you something to soothe you. Just take this off. She's about to uncover your head. Letter. What the 13th? The guards must have been sleeping on the job if you get in here. She turns on the alarm. Okay, so okay, we do get attacked if we say that. That's fine. Oh, I loaded the wrong one. Okay, let's keep going. Can I get on these computers? Nope. Okay, they don't talk. They don't talk. Can I steal from you? Which is a talisman. Failure buzz coming through. Error. Let the robot be. What do you want to eat? Who are you? What do you mean, who am I? I'm Cecilia. I'm in charge of the kitchen. Look, if you're not here for food, piss off. What do you have here? You can see, can't you? She points at some of the full of various food, mostly suspiciously looking mixtures and unappealing mashes. I'll try this. Chooses something randomly. Maybe it'll taste better than it looks. It doesn't look very tasty. Keep your comments and stupid jokes to yourself. I've heard them all. Just be glad of what you have. Does that mean you get a lot of complaints? There's always somebody bitching. They all think that we should cook up delicacies here or something. Nobody understands what it's like to cook for so many people. And worst of all, is this one smartass who showed up here just recently who thinks that he could do everything better. What are you talking about? What do I know? Like, I care. I'm happy when I don't see him, but he's constantly creeping around. They haven't given him a job yet. It'll fill you up, and that's all that matters. She hands you a tray where she sloppily puts some mash using a ladle. Try it. You try a little bit and find your hopes were futile. It tastes just as it looks, maybe even worse. Without further thinking, you give the tray back to Cecilia. Look at her, another spoiled brat. You'll be back when you're hungry. She throws the contents of the tray back into the pot. That's next level. How long is it that you started to hate your job? I don't have to listen to all this. If you don't want to eat, piss off. With pleasure. Do you see anything else? What do you think? I've got a shitload of work here, and there's always somebody constantly annoying me with some stupid yapping. And on top of that, that stupid Mr. Handy seems to be broken. What, Mr. Handy? Are you blind? Haven't you noticed that stupid robot that keeps crashing into everything around it? I asked several times for them to fix it. But Robert, who's in charge of such repairs, doesn't care. He supposedly has more important things to do. I'm sure he has, slacker. Robert. Why is it here? Well, he was cleaning duties. He collects dirty dishes, mops the floors, things like that. Now everything's on me with the tin can broken. And on top of that, there's always somebody complaining that the robot crashed into them. I can try to fix it. Do you have engineering knowledge? Well, I don't really care. Feel free to try it. It couldn't get much worse. It would be enough if you shut it down so it stops making messes. We'll all be reborn here by the time Robert deigns to fix it. I'll see what I can do, but now I want to eat. What do you say here? What do you say? Anything else? Alright, let's try to fix it. 8, right? Open the access panel and look inside to see what's wrong with it. We found what's wrong, but it can't be fixed without spare parts. The easiest way to deactivate the robot is to take out the motivator. Spare parts? How do I find spare parts? Is it because my repair is not high enough? I wonder. How close are we to a level? We're really far from a level. Let's see if Robert will give us parts to repair it. Let's wait. Holy shit. What the fuck? Oh, it's because I probably pushed... Hold on, I gotta restart the game. It's going too fast now. I think I must have accidentally pushed the button to increase the speed. Okay, it's back to normal. Alright, God damn, I was so speedy, I was too much. Let's see if anybody else will say anything. Nothing, 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 nothing. Oh, here we go. What? Is it impossible to eat this disgusting shit without somebody disturbing me? Who are you? What do you care? Do you have any idea how many things I have to deal with? And how hard it was for me to make some free time for myself that I want to spend without arguing with someone? No, I don't think you do. I doubt you have access to the red levels. I may be looking for you. My name's Eric. You're exactly who I'm looking for. The guards have reported that there are some problems with your access card. I have to take care of it. And how exactly? You lend me the card, I take care of everything in the lab on Yellow 3, and then I'll give it back to you. Sure, you could do it yourself, but they sent me to you, so don't waste your precious time. Finally, someone understands that my content is important for my work to have good results. Here you are. He gives you a red access card. I expect to have it back before I have to go back to work, of course. What name is it? It's Eric. Okay, great. Do you guys say anything? I really like that they give you multiple skills to like traverse through all of these floors. Okay, so we'll talk to Robert, see if he gives us spare parts to repair the robot. Let's go to the next level. Max? Sure. Wait, does Lister say anything? I haven't talked to her in a while. Do you have anything to say about Justice's story? It seems that the Vault $16 didn't help her. It seems that there exist darker moments in history of the Empire. In particular, our Vault. It was not easy for me to listen to it. You can trust me, there was no justice in the way they treated her then. They given too much of their own fear. Please don't misunderstand me. They couldn't have just let her into the Vault. That would have endangered everybody. Nevertheless, they should have found a way to help her, make her life on the surface easier, not just drive her away with threats. I wish I could do something to mend it, but I'm afraid Jess no longer cares about it. She was driven to hate all people. Let's start with Chris. He doesn't say anything new. We've already gone through all of his stuff. We need to find a Robert, whoever the fuck Robert is. We need to also... How do I get the password for this? Do you have a password? Let me try to steal. Nope. Do these guys have passwords? Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. I want to get in here. I want this power armor. We can't do anything with it though. Yeah, okay. Is this a shooting range? What is this? What is this place? I think this is a shooting range. Oh, controls for robotic information. Robots serving as practice targets during live munition shooting practice lock. Despite their standard look, a lot of standard devices um which are replaced by a thick anti-shock layer capable of absorbing even the strongest bullets. The corresponding sensors then evaluate the hits on which the robot reacts and deactivates itself when a hit capable of destroying a default robot is recorded. In the highly unlikely case of the anti-shock layer being damaged, the robots are capable of self-repair. In that case, they deactivate themselves immediately and start with the initial repairs setup. I don't actually care to do this. I don't know if they'll actually do anything, but I didn't think there'd be anything in there. I mean, I guess we could let's just try one, I guess. Let's see if it does anything. Show the status of robot number 1. Damage 0%, damage 0%. Oh, we could just shoot him whenever we want. Okay, so it is taking damage. Oh my god, we can do 4 shots of this. Crazy. I want to destroy one of them. Nice. We got 1 experience point. Let's go. Damage 100%. Robot deactivated. Set up, restarts robots. Oh, it does reset them. Neat. So it does give you one, but I don't want to waste my ammo. Okay, we're gonna have to figure out what. Wait, did I loot everything in here already? I think I did. Oh yeah, because this is where the turbo plasma rifle is. Is this Robert? Name? He's reading some magazine. It looks like cat's paw. He didn't even look at it. What about yours? Don't make things complicated. I'm Dave. I'm in charge of the storeroom. So tell me your name so I can give you gear. Well, if they allocated you one. Holy shit, look at all this fucking gear. Maybe if we had enough science, our gear could have been allocated. Who would have maybe I mean we could try one of each, right? Let's try one of each. First one's obviously keep a joke to yourself. I'm not interested, but that's really me. Well, since you're not stopping it, I'm calling the guards. They'll find out who you really are. Okay, that was obvious. Okay, let's start with Leonard. He puts a magazine aside and checks the computer. I don't have anything for you here. He took the magazine, pays all attention to it again. James, I got a feeling that you just recently someone was here with a voice similar to yours. Well, it's probably just a feeling. Yeah, it probably was. Can I get your gear now? He puts the magazine aside and checks the computer. I don't have anything for me here. Okay, let's try James. Well, I feel like I saw you here pretending to be someone else. Well, no, it's somebody pretending to be me. As soon as I find out who it is, I'll let you know. Okay, I'll be glad. Can I get my gear now? He puts the magazine aside and checks the computer. It looks like you made quite a few shots while patrolling. You should get some ammunition. He reaches under one of the tables and takes a microfusion cell from there. Here you go. He doesn't care about you anymore. Yes, I'm sure I already saw you here today at least once. That's right, but under the same name. Maybe I don't remember. Yeah, I guess you're right. Can I get my gear now? He puts the magazine aside and checks your computer. I've got some medical gear for you. I already put it over there. He points at the table where there are 2 doctor's bags and 2 first aid kits laying. He immediately goes back to reading his magazine. Eric? I had this strange feeling that you keep coming here to get someone else's gear. I came here quite often, but always under my own name. I have to bring gear to a number of people. They pinned it all on me so they don't have to come here one by one. It's not okay to make such confusion, but what do I care anyways? Can I get my gear now? He puts the magazine aside. You should have already retrieved your pistol a long time ago. It should be somewhere here. He searches through a shelf full of various things. Here it is. He gives you a plasma pistol and stops carrying. Cecilia? Now I'm absolutely certain that you picked up someone else's gear. I'm calling the guards. Damn. Okay, what's Cecilia? I don't have anything for you. Okay, great. Next. Daryl? Complete set of gear. As I can see here, I'll be back. He enters the room on his left and brings out one after another. Some power armor! A Gatling laser! Microfusion cells and a few stim packs. As soon as... Oh my god, no fucking way! We did it! And we got a Gatling laser, boys! Yo-ho-ho! I don't remember who Daryl is, but... Guess what? Guess what, Carrie? This is just regular power armor, right? Let me actually double check. I don't want to accidentally give her like upgraded one where I could be wearing the upgraded one. I don't think there's upgraded ones in this. No, it's the same one. But I'll wear the new shiny one. How about that? Guess what, Carrie? We got you some power armor. Let's fucking go! Put on the power armor, baby. Hells yeah. Now you can wear the shit out of this anti-material rifle. Let's go! And we get a Gatling laser. An HKL-30 Gatling laser, designated specifically for military use. These were in prototype stage at the beginning of the war. Multiple barrels allow longer firing before overheating, powered by microfusion cells. Oh my god, 20 to 40. Let's see if we can go actually upgrade this. I don't think we can, but I want to try it. No, we cannot upgrade it. That's fine. And this is still OP as fuck, but it weighs a lot. How much? Oh, at 250. Okay, that's not terrible. It's gonna burn a lot of microfusion cells, though. Let's try to get more stuff, I suppose, from this guy. Well, we'll come back once I find more names. I think if we find more names, Keep your hands off. That's fine. Hells yeah, dude. Now I'm happy. Now we can like not have to worry about getting power armor for anyone anymore. Let's go! I didn't actually think I would get like any power armor there. That's fucking huge. That's fucking huge. I'm stoked as shit. Okay, let's go. Let's keep going. We'll come back here once we like start going through each level and killing everyone. This base is gonna take us a while to get through. Are you looking for me? Who are you? My name's Fergus, Arms Research and Development. You develop new weapons here? Well, of course not. Mostly I assemble blueprints for already existing weapons that we have, so we can produce them. But if I have original blueprints, sometimes I modify them so we can produce the weapons out of the materials and devices that we have enough of. So the Rebirth is able to produce any weapon that's acquired? Unfortunately not. For instance, I was successful with modifications on blueprints for a laser pistol. A weapons based on plasma discharge are too complicated. We'll never be able to produce them in this complex. What are you working on now? I just finished a few months long project on blueprints of an electromagnetic rifle. Ooh, tell me more about it. Well, the US Army tried to produce their own electromagnetic weapons in the form of a railgun, but they weren't very successful. As opposed to one German company that focused on a so-called coil guns, they produced a Gauss rifle, ooh, which propels a 2 mm projectile utilizing a set of electromagnetic coils. Their prototypes surpassed expectations, so the US government solved their problem by stealing its blueprints, or at least that was their plan. They didn't obtain everything, so I had to work out the missing parts. I think I'm done. The simulations promise some results as with the German prototype. Have you already produced such a rifle? Not yet. I just finished the blueprints, as I mentioned. You know what? Maybe you could help me. I'd be appreciative if you took the blueprints to Chris in the workshop, so he can make a prototype based on them. I don't feel like taking them to him myself, but he's a good guy. It's great that he's got an enthusiasm, but he's got just a little too much for it for my taste. Sure, I'd be happy to help. Hells yeah, dude. He gives you a blueprint. Thanks, I owe you one. Chris is almost always in the workshop on this level. It's easy to find him. How'd you get a job like this? Simple. I had a similar job before the war. What exactly did you work on before the war? You'll be surprised, but I don't know. I worked for the army on some classified projects. I was a part of a big team. Everybody knew only what they needed to know. So on individual didn't. I think there is supposed to be an E here. I think this is supposed to say so one individual didn't have a clue about the other big picture, about the big picture. Tell me something about the world back then. I don't know what to tell you. Life was completely different back then. You probably wouldn't even understand what I'm talking about. Moreover, I've forgotten a lot of things since then, and some things I don't even want to remember. Um, Also, I just realized I could have just loaded and just gotten straight because I think we wasted one check in Sicilia, but it's okay, whatever. I don't care. Um, Maybe we should though. Maybe we should go back and do that. Nah, fuck it. It's just one. We get like three more because of our speech anyways. We're fine. Let's see. How did you become a ghoul? I was at work when it broke out. I worked at a closely guarded military complex, and it was considered to be safe as well. But the nearby impact of the nuclear bomb showed that it wasn't. Part of the building collapsed and buried a lot of people. The rest of us got exposed to radiation that was leaking in. Most of the people were killed by it. Only a couple of us turned into ghouls. What did you do next? We lived inside for a couple of years, waiting to die from radiation, but it didn't happen, so we left that place. Back in those days, the world was a real wasteland. We traveled together for a long time, trying to survive. I can't say that it went well. I'm the only one that's still living. What exactly did you work on before the war? That's all he says. You have to give me access to the card. Let me say before I say that. I do have to go to bed in just a few. Sure, I'll reprogram it right away. What's your name so I can check it myself? Max. Okay, hold on. He looks at the computer screen. That's odd. It seems that your authorization wasn't approved. And what's more, you're not registered for a long enough time. I'll need to check it with Leonard. Damn, Leonard mentioned that he's got some problems with the computer. This must be a result of it. I'll get it fixed immediately. Don't worry about it. Well, fine. As long as I'm not the one fixing the problems. Come back when your records are straightened out. Okay, bye. I mean, I'm not gonna do that, but... Ooh, I didn't realize. Can I check this? Oh, Big Book of Science. I can't use it. My science is too maxed out. Ooh, Gauss Rifle blueprints. Do you guys talk? Anything on these computers? Anything on this computer? Program the red access card. Searching through the stack, a free access card found. Enter the name and level of authorization. Max red 5. Programming the access card done. As soon as the green light controls light lights up, you can take the access card from the respective slot. Take the access card. Nice. Okay, we'll get a free upgrade even though we don't really need it, but that's fine. Free rank up, I guess, for to go into the lower levels. You know, I just realized I'm walking around with Mutt. They're just letting me walk around with Mutt. That's cool. Good guys, good guys. Oh yeah, let's go do the blueprints with Mr. Chris over here. Get me a Gauss rifle. I'm bringing you blueprints of a Gauss rifle from Fergus. You're supposed to use them to produce one. Well, fuck me sideways. He finally finished it. Best news quite in a long time. I'll start immediately, and I won't stop until I finish it. I'll be done tomorrow. I'm telling you, just come and see. Okay, we have to go back outside and wait for tomorrow. It's the only way we can wait. At least we're pretty close to the entrance, so let's go outside. Dude, I'm so stoked for that Gatling laser. It's gonna be nice. Okay, let's see. Boom. There we go. 2 days, easy. Let's get in here. Let me in. Going down to the 3rd level. Max, okay. 3rd level. What? Well, you're here. Finally, it's finished. Look. He takes a new rifle in his hands. Beautiful, isn't it? Amazing range and accuracy. And the muzzle velocity is almost half the speed of light. That's something. That's something. A projectile from this toy would fly through power armor like it's butter. I made 5 cartridges. We don't need more to test it. Five's a full magazine for this gun. Anyway, he puts it in your hand. Here, give it a try in a nearby shooting range. Make at least 4 hits to the robots. The computer will analyze the effectiveness. Can I get more than... I don't get it. You know how much of a headway this rifle is? Damn it, if only I didn't have so much work. You got no idea how nervous I am about it. Okay, take it easy. Ooh, M72 Gauss rifle. Gauss rifle prototype copied from the German experimental M72 rifle. The slugs are propelled by an electromagnetic field. With muzzle velocity approaching half the speed of light, it can pierce almost anything. Ah, that's so cool. 32 to 43, 50 range. Let's go. Let me save before I shoot. 54, 43, 49, 48. Oh, I 2-shot at him. Okay, that's okay, let's look at the computer. Is that all I need to do? So what do you say about the Gauss rifle? Have we tried it? You surely have. I myself am really nervous. It works without a problem, and it's just as you said, perfect. Yeah! He quickly approaches the computer and observes the analysis of the rifle's effectiveness based on your tests at the shooting range. Perfect, I knew it. Hell yeah. The only drawback is the small magazine size, but since we know that the rifle works absolutely flawlessly, I'm sure that the Fergus will fix it. I hope they authorize them and will begin to produce them for our soldiers. That'd be something, but for now this one must go to the storeroom. Well, I'd like to try it, but I can't. Just to be sure, I made another 20 rounds. If further tests are needed. So here you go, take the rifle to Dave in the storeroom. He'll store it safely, probably in a way that nobody will ever find it again. Haha, him. Do I have to? Fuck, I do. Well, what if I go talk to Fergus and just keep the... Nice, look at that. Minus 30 AC mod and then minus 20 DR mod. Damage is 3 out of 2. That's 3 out of 2. It's like 125% or 133%, right? Something like that. So he doesn't say anything about it, so it means the only way to finish this quest is to turn it back in. I guess we'll get it back out once we kill these guys. I'm bringing you the Gauss rifle from Chris. That must be stored. Okay, then put it on the table here. You can go. Here it is. Damn, that's so sad. What are you waiting for? You already gave me the rifle. I want to pick up my gear. I don't see any new names. Ah, damn, dude. Did that actually finish my quest? Damn, that's unfortunate. We still need to find Robert. I don't know who the fuck Robert is, but super sad. Yeah, we haven't found Cole yet. Oh, we're still working on one of those. The other one we can't do. I think I may delete that one off of the using the editor because we technically can't do that quest ever. And it looks like we're pretty much done with everything else. Yeah, we got everything else done. I have to go to bed. Yeah, we'll get it from the store. Actually, can I just steal it from you or no, I cannot. Oh, he doesn't like when I check his computer. Okay, well, what if I talk to you about turning in the... Nope, nothing. Okay, yeah, once we come back through here, we'll pick up the gun. We'll probably give it to Carrie, right? Carrie could probably use it. Let's see. A newbie, right? You can pass. Hells yeah. Okay, when we come back tomorrow, we'll start doing this section of the base. I don't know where I'll start, but look at all those people over here. We already checked over here as well, I believe. Okay, I'll stop here. Damn. Yeah, we got some good prog though. A hella good prog. Alright, bedtime. Y'all have a good rest of your night. Good night, my friends. Deuces. Bye-bye.